Bonnie Lintott is an ordinary Canterbury woman fighting for change. Her mission, wanting tube-fed children weaned off and taught to eat for themselves. Her aim, getting the Ministry of Health to assist with funding. A groundbreaking pilot program at Starship's Children's Hospital began late last month, aiming to get hundreds of children fed by tubes, learning to eat and drink.
What we want after the Starship wean has happened is the Ministry of Health to actually fund this weaning program, because at the moment it's costing $10 to $14 million per annum to keep these children tube fed, when almost a third of those children, which is 630 of them, could be eating right now if this rapid weaning help was available to them.
There are more than 600 tube-fed children across the country, with at least 1 in 4 identified as appropriate for tube weaning. The trial program comes at a price of $45,000, the bill fronted up by the New World supermarket chain. Bonnie Herdman says this is exciting news. Alongside other mothers across the country, Bonnie has been fighting for other children since her own daughter was cured.
So when I got back, I've done nothing but, with a group of mums from Wellington, campaigned for other children, with the petitions that we did to Parliament. I've been up to Wellington a lot and met with parents up there that are going through hell at the moment because they're not being supported enough as well.
Bonnie's daughter, Inara Herdman, was tube-fed from birth until just a year ago. New Zealand doctors told Bonnie Inara would never eat like a normal child. Determined to try the weaning program overseas, Bonnie and her partner took Inara to Austria to be weaned off the feeding tubes. The process took 3 weeks and was proved successful. Inara now is almost 4 years old. Very aware of the change she went through learning how to eat, she pointed out her scars from where she used to be fed from.
Wow. That was my pig whiz.
Through there? So what happened in there?
I got my food inside. I was a baby.
Bonnie Lintott says the number of children growing up tube-fed are overwhelming and something needs to be done now.
And for the Ministry of Health to fund it, it's going to help a lot of families financially. I mean, parents are going to be able to go back to work, not having to tube-feed their child all day, and emotionally, I mean, it takes a real emotional toll on the family and yourself when you've got a child that's deathly ill all the time because of tube feeding. So there's a lot of things that come with tube feeding that are not so pleasant, that are related to the tube feeding.
The Starship program has already celebrated some success with tube-weaning children, only 3 weeks through. Joelle Batista, CTV News.